So a couple of weeks ago I woke up ludicrously early to drive down to London so that I could, for a reasonable portion of my life savings, be offered the privilege of sitting. Firstly here in these neat rows of black seats, followed by here whilst watching the rest of the world content themselves with the buying of books and bagels before being allowed to sit for a long time in this tin can. Following this began my greatest quest in the game of sit down somewhere not very interesting for a very long time, in this not very interesting place in which I sat for a very, very long time, waiting for somebody to let me through into what I knew to be a magical realm of further sitting opportunities. Notable moments during my time here included the discovery of this magnificent place to sit, which I visited several times if only to amuse myself marvelling at the magical rotating cling floor, and meeting these people who seem to be cheating at the game entirely by not sitting down at all. Finally, I was granted access to a realm more magical than I could have ever dreamed of, complete with dinosaurs, and this psychedelic walkway seemed to be taken straight from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, which is rendered even more mind-melting by the fact that I'd just spent the previous 16 hours sat in a semi-conscious jet-lagged state listening to an audiobook of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. All of this proved too much for me though, and required far too much use of my lower limbs, so I retreated to this set of slightly nicer neat rows of grey seats to wait for somebody to tell me that I could spend the subsequent several hours sat inside this second tin can. After this followed one final set of the swankiest neatly rowed black seats yet, one final leg-squishingly neck-pain-tastic trip in the Heinz-mobile, before finally 3 flights, 4 airports and 47 hours of travel later, being able to take a seat
here in Honolulu, Hawaii. So why am I here, you ask? Well, as many of you know, I'm a music student at Falmouth University in the UK, going into my 3rd and final year. And one of the modules, called Practice in Context, lets students do whatever it is that they do, their practice, out in a relevant context in the real world. So, me being a ukulele player, I proposed that I should go off to Hawaii and study the ukulele in the place where it was born, the place where it's the most prevalent today. And my uni turned around and said, yeah, right. So here I am in Hawaii, studying the ukulele. So at the end of the module I have to give a 20-minute presentation on everything that I've done and what I've learnt and blah blah blah, all that jazz. And I wanted to give it as a kind of 20-minute mini documentary / thoughts from places style video. So these smaller videos will A, provide me with footage to use in that video, B, mean I have to edit like a ton of videos before I have to do it and get me into practice and make sure that the end massive video isn't gonna be like terrible, hopefully, I hope. And also, if I plan to make these kind of updatey videos regularly, it means I have to do things. I have to get up out of my bed and go out and do stuff exciting, so the videos I make aren't boring. So that's pretty much it for me in Hawaii right now. I've been here for a couple of weeks already. I've been doing some stuff. I will tell you all about that in future videos, and it's all very exciting and it'll be very lovely. And yeah, I hope that you all follow me in this project by clicking on that subscribe button down there. Or you can follow me on my new website at joegoddardmusic.com. Here it is up there. Hopefully that's a clickable link now because YouTube has done clever things and lets you link to your own websites. Or you can even just follow me as usual through Facebook or Twitter or Google+. There are links in the doobly-doo. And until next time, goodbye. I'm gonna go have a swim in the sea in October because I'm in Hawaii. Oh, that was a horrible laugh.